Okay, Kolayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakar Kwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders apostles of Great Millstone. Also, Shalom to the sincere believers of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. My name is Lamadia from the New York camp. And the premise of this video is gonna be on the mind frame of normalcy bias. Now, a brief understanding of the term normalcy bias. Let's talk about bias. Now, the word bias simply just means to have a prejudiced view towards something, and then you add the word normalcy. So, normalcy bias is to be biased towards things remain the same. Like if you live in a state that never has tornadoes or earthquakes, the people that live there is going to be very comfortable because they never experienced um, a tornado or a major earthquake. So when it be said to them, they're going to be in disbelief because these are not things that ever happened to them before. So it lead them to be overly comfortable. So that's just a brief understanding of normalcy bias, and um that's the world mind frame that they all carry. Because when we talk about the end times, a global nuclear war, famine, death, and destruction, we get laughed at because they don't believe that like these things are going to happen because they've been comfortable for so long, and it's to the point these things are impossible to them. That's why, like you see here, you got a guy in a rocking chair on a train track while a train is coming, and what he's doing, he's reading the newspaper. So danger is approaching him, but he's relaxed, and that's in reference to the world today. Danger is approaching very soon, but these people are relaxed, and they can continue to be relaxed. They just gonna get caught up in the destruction. So I'm gonna play this video and go further into the idea or the concept of normalcy bias. And check that out. 44 seconds of the video.
What is normalcy bias? The normalcy bias is when you believe that things will always stay the same or continue as they usually do, even when there's evidence that something different might happen. It's like if you live in a town that's never had an earthquake, and even though you hear warnings about one possibly coming, you don't prepare because you think, it's never happened before, so it won't happen now. This way of thinking can prevent us from preparing for unexpected events. It's always good to be aware and ready, even if things have always been a certain way in the past. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification.
So there you go. So now, the first scripture I want to read is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. And it reads, because sentence against an evil work. Now, what is sentence? Judgment against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So, just because the Most High don't bring judgment right away, people get relaxed and they think that it's never going to come. Well, it is going to happen. Verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it should be well with him that feared the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which feared before him. But it should not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High. So just because something doesn't happen right away doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And the way the Most High operate, sometimes he hold off to build a case, just like the feds. The feds sometimes could have all these charges, but rather than just rather than just pinning these charges right away, they waited out to get more charges on a person. Well, that's the same thing how the Most High could do with people. Rather than judging a person right away, the Most High sometimes the Most High allowed the person to accumulate more sins, so so he could really bring heavy judgment on a person. So now this is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare. So are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. Now, suddenly means unexpectedly, because when judgment falleth upon the world, mainly America, it's gonna have unexpectedly. But unto the elect, we're gonna see it coming, because we've been watching for the signs. Because we we in the brink of global war or global nuclear war, and you have the world, they don't see it happening, even though tension in the world is growing. They just don't see it happening, and if it was to happen, they don't see it happening within a lifetime, in their lifetime. So now let's go to Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha or Sirach, chapter 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Now, tarrying means to hold off or procrastinate. You don't do that because we don't know when the Most High is going to bring the hammer down. We don't know. So you don't want to tarry. And it says, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly should the wrath of the Lord come forth unexpectedly, and in thy security means comfortability, without care, thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So that's what's gonna happen in the world when the Most High bring destruction, because it happened before. It happened in the time of the flood. It happened in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, and it's gonna happen again. And we're gonna read that next. Let's go to Matthew 27 and 37. So, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Now, the Son of Man is referencing to Yahweh Shah, the Son of Yahweh. So it says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage unto the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So that they was living in normalcy bias, even though Noah prophesied about the great destruction that was going to come, and they didn't take heed. And there you go. And they knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So it's going to be the same way when your house shall return, because People are gonna be doing the same thing, living like going about their daily life. They're gonna have goals for 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, what they're gonna do the next day. They're gonna have things on their vision board of what they plan to do in the future and what the goals and aspiration they have for themselves until the Most High, until the Lord come and bring destruction. So a lot of people gonna get caught up in it. So now let's go to Second Peter's 3:3. Knowing this first that there should come in the last days scoffers. Now what's a scoffer? A scoffer is a heckler. Like you have a comedian and there's a it could be not even just a comedian. Someone could be on stage and they dare to entertain the crowd, but then you have somebody in the audience that's heckling. Just they might be there booing, saying the joke is not funny, throwing things to disrupt the act. That's a scoffer, and we have that. They laugh at the prophecy of the Most High. They laugh at the doctrine of the Most High. They laugh at the men of the Most High that's teaching. So these are all scoffers. Now it says walking after their own lust, meaning they gonna be like, we can't tell them what to do because they're gonna do what they want to do anyway. You got a lot of people say, well, people been talking about the end of the world since their grandmother or their great grandmother, and y'all believe that somebody's gonna come and crack the clouds. Keep on dreaming. So that's how they look at it until the Lord bring judgment. Verse 4 and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, meaning passed away, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For they willingly are ignorant of, for this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept and stored, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So, the Most High, he's getting ready to bring judgment. He's getting ready to bring judgment. And a lot of people taking it lightly. And a lot of people are comfortable. Well, it's good. Well, let them be comfortable. And I'm gonna close with this. First Thessalonians 5. But of the times and season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. That's when the missiles come. For ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Now the brethren are the ones that believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, and it's not going to overtake us as a thief. Now we don't. The Lord is not going to give us the exact day and hour or season, but we're going to know it's coming because we've been following along with prophecies. We've been following along with current events and filtering these events with prophecy. So when it does happen, we're not gonna get caught um unexpectedly. So I read that again, verse 4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Sober means to be clear minded. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation. For the Most High had not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua. So that's for the elect. So if someone is of the elect, they're gonna get it right. They're not gonna be victim to um, normalcy bias and unbelief. So Lord willing, this video is edifying, and I'm gonna say Kolayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Vakar Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.